When you're in a relationship, it's easy to get lost in the excitement of new feelings and moments. But how do you really know when your partner is ready to take things to the next level? Sure, anyone can say, "I love you," but true commitment goes beyond words. It's in the little things, the actions that show how much someone truly values you. After all, actions speak louder than words, right? Now imagine this. You're in a relationship with someone who respects your individuality, supports your personal growth, and expresses love in ways that go far beyond just saying it. Wouldn't that make you feel more secure and confident in the relationship? These are the kinds of signs that really matter. The signs that tell you he's not just in it for the short term, but is genuinely ready to commit to you and build something meaningful together. If you're wondering whether he's ready to fully invest in your future as a couple, look no further than these two powerful indicators. First, let's talk about respect. Respect for your independence, your dreams, and your growth. It's incredibly easy to feel suffocated in a relationship where one partner tries to control or limit the other. But in a truly committed relationship, both partners are given the space to be their best selves. A man who respects your independence understands that you have your own life outside of the relationship. He's not threatened by your success or ambitions. He encourages them. Whether it's your career goals, personal hobbies, or friendships, he supports your individual growth because he knows that a healthy relationship thrives when both people feel fulfilled, not just as partners, but as individuals. When he's committed, he celebrates your achievements, and his support for you only strengthens as you grow together. But respect goes beyond just your personal growth. It also involves how he shows up for you. A man who is truly ready to commit isn't just emotionally present when it's convenient. He's there through the highs and lows, the celebrations and the struggles. His actions align with his words. And you can see this in how he invests time, energy, and effort into your relationship. He doesn't just talk about loving you. He shows it through his actions. Whether it's picking you up when you're feeling down, supporting your ambitions, or finding ways to make your life easier, his love is felt through his consistency and the thoughtful gestures he makes to show he cares. So, what does all this mean for you? It means that when he respects your independence and expresses love through actions, not just words, you can feel confident that he's ready to take your relationship to the next level. These signs go far beyond the usual declarations of affection. They're deeper, more meaningful indicators that show he's in this for the long haul and is willing to put in the work to make the relationship stronger. In the end, relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and support. When a man shows you that he respects who you are as an individual and proves his love with his actions, it's a clear sign that he's not just talking about love, he's living it. And that's a commitment worth celebrating. So, let's dive deeper into these powerful signs that he's ready to commit to you. And together, let's explore how these actions speak louder than words ever could. 1. He makes an effort to spend time with you. When someone is truly ready to commit, they stop treating your time together as just a casual affair and start treating it as something special. He makes an effort to spend time with you, not out of obligation, but because he genuinely enjoys your company. This isn't about simply filling his calendar with plans, but about creating meaningful moments that allow you both to connect on a deeper level. It's easy to get swept up in the day-to-day hustle and bustle of life. But when someone values you and your presence, they carve out time, no matter how busy their life might be. This effort isn't limited to grand gestures. It could be as simple as dedicating a quiet evening together, even if it means rearranging his schedule. The key here is consistency. He consistently chooses to be with you, even when there are other things vying for his attention. This is the kind of person who doesn't treat time with you as a mere side attraction to his life. Instead, it becomes an integral part of his routine. Whether it's a lunch date during the work week or just a spontaneous weekend adventure, the underlying message is clear. You matter enough to him that he wants to spend as much time as possible by your side. In relationships, time is a precious commodity. A person who genuinely cares about building a future with you will make sure to invest time in the relationship. This effort shows that he values your connection and wants to see it flourish. It isn't about just being physically present. It's about making sure that when you are together, he's fully present, engaged, and invested in the experience of being with you. 2. He talks about a future with you in it. One of the most telling signs that he's ready to commit is when he starts discussing the future. Your future together. This doesn't just mean vague plans or the occasional mention of future trips or activities. It goes deeper than that. It's when he openly envisions and shares his thoughts on how you both fit into each other's long-term lives. When a man is talking about the future in a way that includes you, it signifies a deeper level of emotional investment. He's thinking beyond the present and imagining a world where the two of you are not just part of the now, but also part of his next chapters, whether that involves living together, future milestones like marriage, or simply growing old together. This kind of conversation is a major leap forward, a shift from short-term thinking to long-term planning. What makes this sign particularly significant is that he isn't afraid to bring up these serious topics. It's easy to discuss the fun, spontaneous things in life, but when someone opens up about the future, especially about you in that future, it shows vulnerability and trust. He's not just protecting his own heart, but actively involving you in his most personal dreams and aspirations. Moreover, this type of conversation reflects a readiness to blend his life with yours. He doesn't just see you as someone to enjoy the present moment with, but as a partner with whom he can navigate life's uncertainties. It indicates that he's not merely focused on enjoying the relationship in the short term, but is considering what the relationship could mean in the years to come. A man who talks about the future with you is also signaling that he's not just keeping you around for convenience or temporary enjoyment. Instead, he's considering you as a permanent fixture in his life, a partner who will accompany him through the highs and lows of the future. These discussions show that he is emotionally available and that he sees you as someone with whom he can build something lasting. In essence, when he starts discussing a future with you in it, it's more than just talk. It's a reflection of how seriously he's considering the relationship and how much he values the connection that you share. It's an invitation to explore what's next, and it's a clear sign that he is ready to take the next step and commit to you in a meaningful, lasting way. 3. He introduces you to his close friends and family. When a man is ready to commit, he doesn't just keep his relationship with you private or hidden away. Instead, he proudly introduces you to the important people in his life, his close friends and family. This is one of the clearest signs that he sees you as a serious part of his life and that he wants to integrate you into his world in a meaningful way. Introducing you to his inner circle is more than just a casual introduction. It's a significant step that shows he trusts you and values your presence. The people closest to him are the ones who truly know him, and by introducing you to them, he's letting them see how important you are to him. It's a sign that he's ready to share his life with you, and he's not keeping you as a secret. Instead, he's bringing you into the fold, allowing you to become part of his most intimate relationships. This introduction can take many forms, whether it's a casual get-together with friends or a more formal event with family, but the act itself is filled with intention. By introducing you to his friends and family, he's giving you access to the people who have shaped him and who will play a role in your shared future. It also signals that he's open about his feelings for you and isn't worried about what others might think because he's confident in the relationship and knows that it has a strong foundation. Meeting his loved ones isn't just about you getting to know the people in his life. It's also a way for him to see how you fit into his world. It's a test of how well you connect with those who matter most to him, and it shows that he's interested in seeing how the relationship fits into the bigger picture. If a man introduces you to his close friends and family, it shows that he's not just thinking about the present moment with you, but he's already considering the long-term implications of having you in his life. He's ready for you to play a meaningful role in his social and personal spheres, which is a huge step towards commitment. 4. He prioritizes your needs and feelings. When someone is ready to commit, they begin to shift their mindset from me to we. One of the most significant signs of this shift is when he consistently prioritizes your needs and feelings. This isn't about simply saying the right things. When he opens up to you, he's letting you see his true self, imperfections and all. He might share past struggles, personal ambitions, fears or dreams, things that he might not share with just anyone. This kind of sharing requires a level of trust that goes beyond casual interactions. It shows that he values you, not just for who you are now, but for who you are to him emotionally. He's allowing you into his emotional space, which is often a vulnerable and intimate part of a relationship. Opening up in this way can be a gradual process. It doesn't mean he will instantly share his deepest secrets, but as time goes on, he starts revealing more of himself. This can include talking about his childhood, his family dynamics, or his past relationships, not just as a means of explaining who he is, but as a way of inviting you into his world. This vulnerability is a clear sign that he sees you as someone worth sharing his heart with. It's important to note that this openness is mutual. It's not just about him sharing details with you. It's about creating an environment where both of you feel comfortable opening up to each other. The more personal details he shares with you, the more he's investing emotionally in the relationship. It means that he's not keeping you at arm's length, but instead is willing to let you see his authentic self, flaws, fears, and all, because he feels safe with you. By sharing these details, he's showing you that he wants you to understand him on a deeper level. It's no longer just about the surface attraction or casual dates. It's about forging a deeper emotional bond where both partners feel comfortable being open and honest. This is one of the key ingredients for a committed long-term relationship: genuine emotional intimacy. In summary, when a man consistently communicates and opens up to you, he's not only showing his commitment to the relationship, but also reinforcing the trust and emotional connection that are crucial for any lasting partnership. These signs demonstrate a desire to build something real and meaningful, something that goes beyond the superficial and dives into the deeper, more intimate parts of who you both are. 7. He's always there for you, even when it's inconvenient. When a man is truly ready to commit, his support for you extends beyond the easy moments. He's there for you, even when being there isn't the most convenient or comfortable option for him. This willingness to show up during tough times, or when his own plans may need to be adjusted, demonstrates a deeper level of dedication to you and the relationship. Whether it's helping you through a stressful situation, offering emotional support when you're feeling down, or even just being present when things don't go as planned, his presence speaks volumes about his commitment. He doesn't see your needs as burdens or inconveniences, but as opportunities to demonstrate how much you mean to him. This level of reliability and willingness to be there for you, no matter what, helps build a solid foundation of trust in the relationship. When he makes an effort to show up for you, even at times that aren't ideal for him, it indicates that he's invested in more than just the easy, fun moments in a relationship. It's about being a partner through both the highs and lows, and understanding that relationships require effort, especially during the less than ideal times. His actions speak louder than words. By being there when it's inconvenient, he's showing that you're his priority and that he's willing to put in the effort to support you through thick and thin. This kind of support creates a safe space within the relationship where both partners can rely on each other. It strengthens the bond and deepens the emotional connection, allowing you both to trust that you can count on one another no matter what life throws your way. 8. He's willing to compromise for the relationship. Compromise is a fundamental aspect of any successful, long-term relationship. When a man is ready to commit, he understands that no relationship is perfect, and both partners have to meet halfway to create harmony and balance. If he's willing to compromise, It signals that he sees the relationship as a priority and he's invested in making sure it works, even if it requires adjusting his own desires, plans, or expectations. A man who is willing to compromise is not focused solely on his own preferences or needs. Instead, he is aware that being in a partnership means considering the needs of the other person and being flexible when necessary. This might involve small things like adjusting plans to accommodate your schedule, or it could involve larger decisions, such as making joint financial decisions or figuring out living arrangements that work for both partners. The ability to compromise is about finding a middle ground where both people's needs are taken into account and respected. It's important to note that compromise doesn't mean sacrificing one's own values or beliefs entirely. Instead, it's about being willing to find solutions that benefit both people and ensure that both partners feel heard and respected. A man who is committed to the relationship will often make sacrifices in order to create a balanced, healthy partnership. He'll give up some personal preferences for the greater good of the relationship, showing that he is not just thinking about the present, but about building a future together. When both partners are willing to compromise, it creates a sense of mutual respect and understanding, which is essential for a lasting connection. Compromise isn't about giving in to the other person's will. It's about fostering collaboration and finding ways to meet each other's needs in a way that keeps the relationship strong. A man who is open to compromise is signaling that he wants to build a future with you, and he is willing to meet you halfway to make that future a reality. Through compromise, he shows that he values the relationship enough to put in the effort to make it work, no matter what changes or adjustments might be needed. This flexibility is a key ingredient in creating a healthy, thriving partnership that lasts through the ups and downs of life. 9. He shows genuine interest in your goals and dreams. One of the most telling signs that a man is ready to commit is when he shows a deep and authentic interest in your goals and dreams. He doesn't just ask casually about your aspirations. He actively listens, encourages, and supports you in achieving them. A man who is genuinely invested in your future will take the time to understand what drives you and will be there to cheer you on every step of the way. When someone values you, they want to see you succeed, not just in your relationship, but in your personal life as well. Whether it's your career ambitions, your creative pursuits, or your personal growth goals, he's engaged and excited about your passions. He doesn't see your goals as separate from the relationship, but rather as a part of the journey you'll take together. This support can take many forms, such as offering advice when you need it, celebrating your accomplishments, or simply being there when things get tough. When he shows genuine interest in your goals, it creates a strong sense of partnership. You begin to realize that he's not just invested in the relationship for the present moment, but is envisioning a future where both of you are thriving individually and together. A man who cares about your dreams will also recognize that your success is intertwined with the success of your relationship. It's not about him overshadowing your goals, but helping you achieve them while building a life together. He wants you to pursue your dreams with confidence, knowing that he's there to support and encourage you. This emotional investment in your personal growth demonstrates a deep level of commitment to you as a whole person, not just as a partner in the relationship. 10. He wants to solve problems together, not avoid them. When a man is ready to commit, he understands that no relationship is without its challenges. However, the key difference is how he responds to these challenges. A committed man doesn't shy away from problems or try to avoid difficult conversations. Instead, he actively seeks solutions together with you, demonstrating that he values the relationship and wants to work through any issues as a team. This approach shows maturity and emotional intelligence. He recognizes that conflict is a natural part of any relationship, but how you deal with it can either strengthen or weaken the connection. Rather than running from uncomfortable situations or pretending everything is fine, he is proactive about discussing issues and finding constructive ways to resolve them. His willingness to face problems head-on is an indication that he's not interested in superficiality or avoiding tough situations. He's in it for the long haul, and he's prepared to work through the hard times. This problem-solving attitude extends beyond just romantic issues. It reflects his approach to life as a whole. When you encounter obstacles, whether related to your relationship or outside factors, he wants to be by your side, tackling them together. It's not about one person shouldering all the weight, but about sharing responsibilities, supporting each other, and coming to solutions that benefit both partners. When a man is committed to solving problems with you, it shows a strong level of trust. He believes that together you can overcome anything life throws at you. This mindset also strengthens the emotional bond between you, as it creates a sense of unity and teamwork. You both feel like you're partners in every sense, tackling life's challenges together instead of facing them alone. In relationships, it's easy to avoid problems or sweep them under the rug, but when you face challenges together, it deepens your connection and strengthens the foundation of your partnership. A man who is willing to address issues directly and collaboratively is signaling that he's not just invested in the present, but in a long-term, sustainable relationship. His desire to work through problems with you, rather than avoid them, demonstrates his commitment to making the relationship stronger and more resilient over time. 11. He respects your independence and supports your growth. One of the most powerful signs that a man is truly committed to you is his ability to respect your independence and actively support your growth. In a healthy, committed relationship, both partners should feel like individuals as well as a couple. A man who respects your independence understands that you have your own life, interests, and passions, and he supports you in pursuing them, even if it means spending time apart. Respecting your independence doesn't mean he's distant or disengaged. Rather, it's a recognition that your personal space, goals, and identity are just as important as your relationship. He acknowledges that your growth, both personally and professionally, is something that deserves attention and care. Instead of feeling threatened by your success or independence, he celebrates it and wants to see you thrive. Whether it's supporting you through career choices, encouraging you to pursue hobbies, or respecting your need for personal time, he shows that he values you as a whole person. A man who supports your growth also encourages you to be the best version of yourself, even when it challenges the status quo of the relationship. He isn't holding you back or trying to limit your potential. He's cheering you on. This support can manifest in various ways, like offering constructive feedback, motivating you to take risks, or simply being a sounding board for your ideas. It shows that he's not just in the relationship for himself, but because he wants you to succeed and be happy, both inside and outside of the relationship. When a man respects your independence, he demonstrates that he sees you as an equal partner, not someone to be controlled or diminished. This trust and support for your growth create a stronger emotional bond and allow both of you to flourish individually while still growing together as a couple. 12. He expresses his love through actions, not just words. Love is not just something that can be declared, it must be shown through actions. A man who is ready to commit expresses his love not only through words, but also through the way he treats you on a daily basis. When someone truly loves you, their actions reflect their feelings, and they don't rely solely on saying, "I love you," to make you feel secure in the relationship. This means he goes out of his way to show you that he cares, whether it's by planning thoughtful gestures, being there for you when you need him, or making sacrifices to ensure your happiness. These actions may not always be grandiose. Sometimes, the smallest acts, like remembering something you mentioned in passing or offering a helping hand when you're stressed, can speak volumes about how deeply he loves and values you. By showing love through actions, he demonstrates that his commitment is genuine and not just based on fleeting emotions or empty promises. His love is consistent, dependable, and visible in his day-to-day behavior. He prioritizes your well-being, takes time to understand your needs, and is eager to show his affection through meaningful gestures that have lasting impact. Whether it's through acts of service, thoughtful surprises, or simply being present when you need him most. His love is seen in the way he acts toward you, not just in his words. This shift from words to actions creates a more secure and trusting relationship because it removes the uncertainty that often comes with hearing, "I love you," without seeing any real proof of it. When his actions consistently align with his words, it strengthens the emotional foundation of the relationship, fostering trust, respect, and a deeper connection. A man who expresses love through his actions demonstrates that he is not only talking about love, but also living it. His dedication to you is evident in his willingness to go the extra mile for your happiness and well-being, showing that his love for you is unwavering, consistent, and meaningful.